Ready?
Alright. Have you ever been in a position where you are in your apartment or your car and you are scraping around for the last pennies you can find because you have no money left because you're desperately in need of a den pop? Or are you that friend that's constantly asking everyone else for money because, again, you are completely out of money? Many times, the easy solution to this problem is having a set budget while you are in college to track your finances. I know this is something that I've practiced and I've researched on, and today I'd like to inform you all about college budgeting, including how to set up a budget, the benefits of budgeting, and how to stay on track while budgeting. With setting up a budget, according to Michigan.gov, there are 3 steps to budgeting. First, you need to identify your income sources. For college students, typically this is a paycheck from employment, getting scholarships, or the occasional monetary gift from your parents. The second step is to make a list of your fixed and variable expenses. Variable expenses are those that don't have a fixed or set price. These include books, clothing, etc. And these typically change with price over time. Your fixed expenses are those with exact amounts and typically exact due dates. And these are insurance bills and car payments and often tuition. The nice thing about Western is we have our locked-in tuition rates here. The third step is you need to review and modify your plan. Over time, your expenses and your income will change, and you want to adapt your plan and make sure that it's still working for you. You don't want to just have a plan to follow it and then end up being lost. You also want to make sure that your income is higher than your expenses, or else you will go into debt. You also want to look for areas to reduce in your budget. You don't want to have so much in one set area compared to the others. You want to make sure there's an even distribution of money in the budget. When these steps are complete, many people typically realize the benefits of budgeting. One benefit to budgeting, according to Forbes, is students avoid debt. With budgeting, you know where your money is going and how much is going where. And it also keeps students prepared, especially for emergency situations. Like if you get a flat tire or you have a sudden medical expense, you're not freaking out and panicking where you will get the money from. It also helps you keep up-to-date financial records. If you ever have a financial discrepancy, you want to be able to go back and pay attention to where your money went. And it also encourages longer-term financial planning. These are skills that you can transfer into later life when you have more serious financial situations such as buying a house. Now, with all of these benefits, it's important to stay on track with your budget. With staying on track, you want to start your budget at a good time. You always want to start at a time where you have a clean slate. You don't want to start during the holidays or toward the end of the semester. A good suggestion is to start at the beginning of the semester, beginning of the year, where everything's fresh, and you want to find a system that works for you. Different people have different systems. A lot of people use tools like online budget calculators or online budget programs, and some people typically use paper and pen budgeting so they can go through and make changes at any time. You also want to find the line between wants and needs. This can help with the ease of use of your budget, and it can help you give the greater flexibility of your budget. You also want to beware credit and debit cards. As reported by USA Today, this typically gets college students in a lot of trouble, especially with later repercussions. Students typically just swipe their cards and aren't consciously aware of what they're doing until later in life. That's why you need to track your credit card use every time you use it, or use cash. If you go out and you have cash, you have a set amount, and once it's gone, it's gone. In conclusion, let me end by saying that budgeting has a lot to it, but it's definitely worth it. You're now aware of how to set a budget, the potential benefits, and how to stay on track. I'd like to end with a quote from Ben Franklin, that a penny saved is a penny earned, and I feel this quote fits budgeting and its purposes because you want to make sure you stretch every benefit out of your budget.